Hey y'all, it's your girl Angel Sunshine, and I'm here today with a message because Spirit said you need to hear this. And whatever it is you need to hear when it comes down to love, you know you can find that right here on my TikTok and my YouTube. If you haven't followed me on YouTube, please do so. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, please do so. I want to thank everybody for the likes, the shares, the subscribe, the support to my channel. If you want to book a reading with me, inbox me. If you would like to donate to this reading, my Cash App is SunshineNeek91. You can also donate by loving this video, sharing, commenting. You can also donate through TikTok. TikTok allow you to send little gifts and stuff, so you can do that as well. So first and foremost, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody having a good day out there. I hope y'all enjoy the weekend. And let's tap right on there. Y'all already know I go live speaking about love. I just started going live like with the overall energy tomorrow or maybe Sunday. I'll do that, but it gotta be like early in the day at nighttime. I like to talk about love. So once again, if you haven't followed me on my platforms, please do so, because I give out healing messages every single day. It's either on TikTok, Lemonade, YouTube, Facebook. I'm everywhere with it. Instagram, you put it where it resonates. So tonight, collective, we're going to get into what it is that your person is currently feeling about you. And we're going to get into what is it that you feeling about your person. First, I'm going to get the overall energy pertaining to the relationship. And then we're going to jump into what it is that your person is feeling when it comes towards you. And what it is that you feeling when it comes towards your person. You take what resonate, leave what don't. If it don't resonate, don't force it to resonate. All right? All right, so first we're going to get the overall energy. What's the collective overall? Okay, there we got one card. What's the collective overall energy when it comes down to their connection right now? So in the shadow, we got water, sea, lake, flow, and renewal. So collective, right now, when it comes down to your relationship, you could be focusing on your emotions. Maybe you focusing on how you feel about this person. Maybe you focusing on the way this person making you feel. But overall, you're focusing on your emotions right now. So I'm not saying you emotional, but you know, you worried about how you feel. Sometimes we got to focus on how we feel, because that's what leads us out of certain stuff. You know, you follow what you feel. So right now you feel in a certain type of way when it comes down to a connection. We have, you got hit hard by the storm, but you're about to get hit harder by the blessing. So, by a blessing. So, you may be in separation with somebody. You may be planning to separate from somebody. You may be planning to take a break from somebody. You know, whatever this is that you feeling, you feel like it was a storm, something that you didn't see coming. But Spirit wants you to know you may have got hit with the storm, but you about to get hit harder with a blessing. So maybe you had to go through these emotions with this person and release them. Maybe you had to go through these emotions with this person to call in your new soulmate or your new partner. You put it where it resonates. But the overall energy is that you feeling like you got hit hard with a storm. And whatever storm this was that came your way, it bothered you emotionally. You know, emotionally, this storm bothered you. We have a chameleon does not leave one tree until it is sure of another. And I just said that. So if you are leaving a relationship or you are separating from somebody, there's somebody else coming in. Or maybe this person is going to change, you know. But we're going to get more deeper into, you know, what it is. It says you have stopped being scared. You have to stop being scared to cut certain people off because they weren't scared to give you a reason. So like I said, collective, you may be in the energy of separating from somebody you was dealing with, you know, and this may be bothering you emotionally. But you have to stop being scared to cut people off, because if it was like that, they would have never gave you a reason to want to cut them off. You know, they would have never put you in the energy where you felt like you had to cut them off. And I feel like you cutting this person off because this person is playing with your emotions. You know, this is affecting you emotionally. So it's like you got to separate yourself from it. Then we have getting lost is a part of the journey. So, like I said, maybe you didn't expect this to happen, but Spirit wants you to know that getting lost is a part of the journey. Sometimes we don't know which way to go. Sometimes we make the wrong moves. Sometimes we make the wrong turn. That's all right. It's all a part of the journey. Everything that happens during your life journey was meant to happen exactly how it was supposed to happen. And then we have be grateful. So even though this didn't work out the way you expected or the way you wanted, Spirit wants you to be grateful that it did happen, you know? Because maybe you needed to learn a lesson from this. Maybe you learned the lesson from this. Maybe you learned something new about yourself, you know? Maybe you learned something about your emotions, maybe controlling them. But whatever this is that happened between you and this person, Spirit wants you to be grateful that it happened because it didn't happen for no reason. So that's the overall energy. 9 out of 10 when I start pulling these cards, it's going to match with everything I'm saying right here. If you would like to donate to this channel, you can donate by loving this video, sharing, and commenting. You can also donate to my Cash App, which is SunshineNeek91. So y'all, let's jump on into it. And let's see what it is that your partner is feeling when it comes down to this connection. What is the collective partner currently feeling right now during their time of separation or this time of space, whatever this is that they're dealing with? So we have you were right. This came out in the other reading I did the other day too. Your person is feeling like you were right about something. I don't know exactly what this is yet, but we're going to jump into it. But they may not be saying this to you, but they feel it. Like, damn, I should have listened to the collective. Or, you know, the collective was right about what they told me. Or, you know, I should have took the advice from the collective. So right now, your person that you in separation with or you not speaking to, they feeling like, damn, the collective was right. And you know, sometimes people don't tell you when you right. They'll keep that to themselves. They don't want you to know you was right. They don't want you to know that everything you told them was the right thing. You know, people hide that. But you knew you was right anyway, collective. You didn't need this person to come tell you what you told them was right. But they're realizing that whatever this was that you told them, you was right about it. They also feeling like they don't know who they are anymore. So right now your person is in the energy of whatever this is that happened between y'all, you got them looking in the mirror. They don't know who they are anymore. They don't know why this is happening, you know? And I'm getting like you told your person something about themselves. That's why you were right here. You told your person something about themselves that maybe they didn't see, but they ain't got no choice but to see it now. It's like they can't run from whatever this is that they was trying to hide. I'm getting like your person was hiding from themselves or something. Like they wasn't facing themselves or facing something that they needed to face in their life. Maybe you told them this, like, you need to heal in this area, or you need to stop doing that, or something you told them. We're going to get into it, but this is how they feeling like whatever this is that you told them, you were right about it. And then not only were you right, but it got them second guessing. It got them looking like, you know, maybe this is how I was feeling, or maybe I do need to change this, or, you know, maybe I do need to fix this. So whatever this is that you told them, they listening to you now. But it may be a little bit too late. Maybe they listening a little bit too late, because from what I'm seeing, it say here, this card say you have to stop being scared to cut certain people off. You cut this person off. So maybe they listened a little too late, you know? They listened to you a little too late, but we're going to get into that a little bit more into the reading. Your person is also feeling like, damn, I can't get the collective off my mind. So they stuck in visions about you. They thinking about you nonstop. And they may not be telling nobody this. You may not even know this person is thinking about you. They probably acting like they don't care. But they are stuck in visions about y'all. They reminiscing about the times y'all shared. They reminiscing about what you said. you were right. They reminiscing about you. Even if this person moved on with somebody else or they in another connection, they still thinking about you. And, you know, that's funny to me because people be moving on with other people and they still be thinking about other people. They still be connected to other people spiritually. So it's like you could be with somebody physically and still spiritually be thinking about somebody else. I'm getting that too. So if this person like decided to move on, or maybe they started talking to somebody else, they still think about you, you know, and they still feel like they want to be with you, or they still feel like they want to talk to you. And then your person, they confused. They don't understand, you know. We're going to get more into it. But I'm just telling y'all from what these cards are saying, your person don't understand. They want you to know that you was right. They don't know who they are anymore. They can't get you off their mind. And they just don't understand. So let's tap on into it. Let's tap on into it, y'all. First of all, why is you were right here? Why is you were right here? Why is the collective person saying they was right? Maybe your person was living a toxic lifestyle. And whatever toxic lifestyle this is, your person may not physically be in jail, but it's mentally got them stuck. They feel stuck in this lifestyle that they was living. This toxic lifestyle. Maybe you could have told your person you toxic. And they could have been like, I'm not toxic. You know, the way I've been doing stuff like this. And you let them know, no, what you doing is toxic. So this person was living a toxic lifestyle. And you told this person this person could be somebody that drink a lot. They do a lot of toxic shit. Collective, you're not a toxic person, but you know what toxicity look like. And you could have let this person know, you know, I don't deal with toxic people, or, you know, you giving me toxic energy. Like, give me more on you were right. Look, it came out again. And look, this person feeling like shit now. The cards don't lie. They don't lie. Look. True colors. This person was being toxic. The connection turned toxic between y'all two. And you could have expressed this to this person. You know? And you let this person know, listen, you're a toxic person. They could have been like, no, I'm not. Or trying to ignore or, you know, act like you didn't know what you was talking about. But this person, true colors, came out to you somehow, some way, and it revealed how toxic they was. You know? And now this person is feeling like shit. Because you was right. They feeling like shit. Let's get more into this toxic lifestyle. Why is toxic lifestyle here? How was the collective right when he or she told this person about this toxic lifestyle they was living? So you told this person if they don't change their ways, or if they don't make the changes that they need, you was going to move on. The Two of Wands, if you look at this card, this lady got this, she building something. She making plans to build something else. Wands is all about creativity. The number 2 is duality. So you let this person know, listen, I'm in the progress of moving on from you. If you don't stop drinking, I'm leaving. If you don't stop this toxic lifestyle that you live in, whatever it is, collective, that your person was doing, you know what this toxic trait is about them. You know. You let them know, listen, I'm in the progress of leaving. I can't, you know, I can't deal with this, the way you living. You heard? The way you living, I can't live with that. So you may have been telling this person this, but they may have not been hearing you. That's why they saying you were right. You know, you was, once you told this person what you told them, you start making the plans that you needed to make to move forward and move on from this connection. Because you realize that this person is toxic. Whatever it was, or whatever it was that they was doing, whatever, you know, it was toxic. So you decided to make plans to move forward. I don't know if this person thought you needed them or something, but if you look at this card, this lady got them pieces of woods on her shoulder, and she going to build something else elsewhere. You know? The Knight of Swords, if you look at this card right here, this person is determined. You know, so you didn't just speak, oh, I'm going to leave you. You didn't just speak and tell this person, I'm not dealing with this. You actually started putting in the footwork to leave this person behind because of their toxic behaviors. The Wands is, I told y'all, is all about creativity. So both of these is Wands. No, this is Swords. Sorry, y'all. The Knight of Swords. So Swords is all about reason. Haste is a knight. They move fast. So you didn't waste no time. Like I said, preparing to leave this person behind because of the way they was moving. You heard? You didn't waste no time. It didn't take you 3 years to figure this out. It didn't take you 2 years to figure this out. You seen that this person was toxic. Whatever it was that they was doing was toxic. You let them know. They probably didn't believe you. They probably didn't see what you were saying. But in the background, you was making plans to leave anyway. You know, you was making plans to go elsewhere because you can't make nobody change, you know? And you probably understand that about people, collective. You can't force nobody to change. You can't make nobody change, you know? And because this person didn't listen to you, they feeling like shit. So I told y'all, we getting into what is it that your partner is feeling, that you're not in communication with or whatever. They feeling like shit because you were right. You were right. And I feel like it wasn't easy for you to walk away from this person. And you probably felt lost when you had to walk away from this person. But that's why the overall energy is getting lost as a part of the journey. You know? This probably hit you like a storm. Like you didn't expect this to happen. And not all the time it's about cheating. You heard? A lot of people think people leave connections because, oh, they cheated. It's not always about cheating. It be other stuff going on in connections that people don't want to deal with. You got people that come with toxic behaviors. You got people that come with addictions. You got people that don't want to clean up after themselves. You got people that don't want to take care of the kids, but they want to live with you. They want to eat up. There's other stuff that go on in connections that make people leave. I'm not saying that, you know, your situation is somebody cheated on you. I'm just saying it'll be a lot of other things going on in connections that make people want to leave. And what was going on really with this person was that they brought toxic energy, and you felt that. You know, you didn't ignore that. It probably was so toxic you couldn't ignore it. And it could have hurted you that you had to leave this person because this could have been messing with your peace. This could have been messing up your peace in your home or whatever. Like nobody don't want to deal with somebody that's a drunk, or nobody don't want to deal with somebody that, you know, don't want to take care of themselves. You know, nobody wants to deal with that type of behavior. So you let this person know, listen, you need to get this together. Or you need to take better care of yourself. You know, whatever it was. And this person ain't paying you no mind. But I bet you they paying you some mind now. They paying you mind now. But they may not be telling you this, but I'm letting you know. You know? This person feel like shit. And they feel like you was right. But like I said in the beginning of the reading, it may be too late. Because when you was telling this person this, you was already gathering up your stuff to move on, making plans to move forward. And you could have said this to this person a couple of times. Listen, you know, so and so and so and so and so, and they wasn't hearing you. Okay, you not hearing me? Fine, I'm gonna go ahead on and start making my moves. You probably kept this to yourself. You probably didn't even let this person know you was about to leave them. You know? You just start making the necessary moves that you had to make when it came down to it. You start making progress to move forward. So this person wants you to know that whatever toxic lifestyle they was living is catching up to them. And they want you to know that you was right. You know, they should have took your advice. But like I said, it's probably a little too late now for them to be trying to take your advice because you're not there no more. Give me more on toxic lifestyle. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. I wish I could be a different person. Look. This is the different deck, same card. I said that in the beginning of this reading. Whatever this is that you call judgment on, it really got this person looking at themselves. They ain't see themselves as toxic before, but they seeing that shit now. They feeling like they toxic. And they want to change this about themselves, but it's probably too late. It's probably too late. Oh my God, look, you were right. This I can't make this up, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. When somebody doing a reading and the cards come out, like this confirmation, this is two different decks. Look, this is one deck, this is another deck. You were right. Look, two different decks. You were right. Whatever this toxic lifestyle this person was living or whatever this was that you know, you called them out. You let them know. Listen, I think you need to stop. Or I think you need to change that. Or I think you need to rearrange that. They ain't listen to you. This person is screaming through this reading. They want you to know that you were right. You heard? It's two different decks, y'all. I'm dead serious. You were right. They want you to know that. And they want out. They want out of this toxic lifestyle. They want to be the person that you wanted them to be, but it may be a little too late. I'm not telling you what to do, collective. You do what you please to do. But when you was trying to explain something to this person, they wasn't listening to you. You heard? Now they want you to know that everything you was explaining to them, you was right about it. Give me more on this you were right, because it came out twice. Give me more on that. Look, police station again. I'm getting that you told this person, listen, if you don't get this together, I'm leaving. They ain't believe you. Now that you're gone, this person feel trapped. They life falling apart. This shocked them. This shocked them. That you moving on. You letting them go. You was they wish. You was somebody that they wished for. But collective, I'm getting that you not a toxic person. You don't do toxicity. And you let this person know that. And instead of them changing their ways or changing their behavior or changing their lifestyle, they didn't change anything. They didn't listen to what you were saying. Maybe, you know, sometimes you try to help people. They don't listen. My father used to say to me, who don't hear? If you West Indian, you know this saying. Because this is what West Indians say. Who don't hear will feel. So if you're not hearing me, that's all right. Because eventually you're going to feel me. You're going to feel me. Because I can't make you do nothing. I can't make you see nothing. I can't make you change. Who don't hear will feel. So go ahead on and live the life you live in. Go ahead on and do what you want to do. Eventually, you're going to feel me. Because a lot of people feel you anyway before they hear you. So, you know, this person, this is out here twice. I can't make this shit up. You were right. This person wants you to know that, collective. Even if they're not saying it to you. You let them know this. So this person may end up in jail. Something is going to happen to this person because of this toxic lifestyle that they live in. And it don't have to be physical jail. It could be mental prison. It could be feeling stuck. You know? Let's get more on this prison card. Because that keep coming out. Let's get more on this police station. Look, too late. I didn't even see that card. Let's get more on this police station card. Why is the police station card here? Why is this person feeling locked up about what the collective was saying? The world card. The world card is all about an accomplishment. This person brought this upon themselves. They brought this judgment upon themselves. You heard? The world card is, I believe, is completion. Something coming to a complete end. You heard? The King of Pentacles. This could be somebody, maybe they was about their money. Maybe they was too focused on money. You know, it'd be people out here too. They be so focused on money, they ain't focused on love. You know? Look, the Queen of Wands. This is you, collective. This is you. You a great manifester. You somebody, when you see something in your head, you go after it. If you see yourself breaking up with somebody, you're breaking up with them. If you see yourself moving on from somebody, you moving on from them. Whatever you see in your mind, you make it happen. While this King of Pentacles was thinking they was sitting on top of the world, you was making plans to leave their ass in the dust because of this toxic lifestyle. And this got this person stuck. That's why police station is here. Because this is really over. This person is feeling stuck. Like I said, it don't have to be physical jail, but it could be mentally. They like, damn, the collective really left. And you could have played the cool. But like I said, you somebody, once you put your mind to it, that's it. You know? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. That's what the shadow side. So we got, I don't know who I am anymore. Why is the collective person feeling like they don't know who they are anymore? Because of this truth that came out. So we got childhood trauma. The reason why your person was behaving the way they was behaving because your person wasn't healed. They wasn't healed enough to be with a person like you, collective. A lot of people don't believe in childhood trauma. Things staying stuck. People not being able to move on from, certain aspects of their life. Whatever this is that they needed to heal from a child is the reason why this connection didn't work out. Maybe this person was toxic because of something they went through as a child. Maybe this person was out drinking because maybe they was trying to run from something that you could have told this person they need therapy. You heard, collective? Maybe you told this person they need to go see a therapist. Maybe you told this person they need to get counseling. There's something that you told this person that they just thought they didn't need. But they don't think that no more now. Look, I don't know who I am anymore. You could have told this person, you need to go talk to somebody. You know, what you doing is, maybe something happened to you as a kid or something. You need to go talk to somebody about this. You know, sometimes people talk more better when it's somebody they don't know. But if this person didn't listen to you before, they probably booking their appointment right now.